Okay. Wait lang guys ha. Kunin ko muna charger ko. Hey. So, let's start. Okay. So, hi guys. Welcome to the third discussion of our third mock exam, which was the chemistry exam on mole calculations. So first off, kumusta ba talaga yung exam? Mahirap ba siya? Okay naman? Madali lang? Kumusta naman? Okay naman? Okay. Buti naman. Okay. So, let's start with part 1, molar mass. So the first question was, what is the molar mass of CuSO4? So first thing we do is we identify natin kung ilang atoms per element. So Cu is just 1 kasi wala siyang subscript. Same with S, 1 din kasi wala rin subscript. Tas O4, so ibig sabihin O is 4. So, oops. Ang gagawin natin dito, we have to multiply the number of atoms by the atomic weight. So 63 point, 'di ba nakalagay sa instructions, round off to the two decimal places. And then kapag dating sa oxygen, round off to 16. So rounding off 63.546, we have times 63.55. And then 1 times 32 point, round off to the nearest two decimal places. So that's 32.07 times O, oxygen, which is rounded off to 16. So 16 times 4 is 48. 48, joke lang. 64, sorry, 64. So then we have, so ang gagawin natin is add everything. So 63.55 plus 32.07 plus 64. So let's do that. Kunin ko muna phone ko for calculator. So we have 63.55 plus 32.07 plus 64. We have 159.62. So we have 159.62. Pero yung actually nakalagay sa answer key 159.61. So if you answered C, your answer is correct because that's the nearest decimal place. So who got this question correct? Sino tama dito? Yay. Good job. Okay. So next, let's move on to the second question. What is the molar mass of Fe2O3? So same process, identify how many atoms per element. So Fe or iron has 2 atoms and oxygen has 3 atoms. So ang gagawin natin, 2 times, round off to the nearest 2 decimal places. So magiging 55.85. Tas oxygen, round off to 16 kasi naka-indicate sa instructions, di ba? So ang gagawin natin, 3 times 16. So 55.85 times 2 equals to 111.7. And then 16 times 3, 111.7, yes. And then 16 times 3, we have 48. So add that together, you will get 159.7. Pero dapat 2 decimal places yung answer, so 70. So the answer is C, 159.70 grams per mole. Sino tama dito? Yay! Okay. So next, what is the molar mass of AgNO3? So step 1 again, identify how many atoms per element. So Ag, or silver, has 1. So we're going to do 1 times, round off to the nearest 2 decimal places, 107.87. N also has 1. So that's 1 times 14.01. Kasi round off to 2 decimal places. And then O has 3 atoms. So we're going to do 3 times 16. So 3 times 16 is 48. So add that all together. So 107.87 plus 14.01 plus 48 will give you 169.88. So the answer is B, 169.88 grams per mole. Sino tama? Okay, so let's move on. Next we have, what is the molar mass of C12, H22, and O11? So repeat and repeat the first steps. So carbon has 12 atoms, hydrogen has 22, and oxygen has 11. So 12 times the atomic weight of carbon, which is 12.01. So 12 times, so 12 times 12.01 equals to 144.12. And then we have 22 times 1.01 hydrogen. So that will give us, 22 times 1.01 will give us 22.22. And then 11 times 16 will give us 176. So add that all together. So we're going to do 176 plus 22.22 plus 144.12. So that gives us 342.34. Ay. So, mali yung mali yung calculations ko for the answers. So, it should actually, di ko actually na-include yung tamang sagot. So, that's my fault. Sorry. So, just regard this as a bonus. So, this will be 340, this should be 342.34 grams per mole. So take note of that. Next question. What is the molar mass of ZnCl2? So zinc only has 1 atom. So 1 times 65.41. Chlorine has 2 atoms. So 2 times 35.45. So 35.45. So 35.45 times 2 will give us 70.90. And then 1 times 65.41 will, of course, just give us 65.41. So add that together. So we have 70.90 plus 65.41 will give us 136.31. So the answer is D, 136.31 grams per mole. Okay ba na yung tone ko na hindi ako masyado mabilis? Nakaintindi ba kayo? Hindi naman ako sobrang bilis. Or slow down ako? Okay naman. Okay. That's good. So, question 6. What is the molar mass of BaNO3? So, di ba, sabi natin na if there is a parenthesis and a subscript outside, the subscript will apply, the subscript will apply to only those elements inside the parenthesis. So due to distributive property, 2 times 3 and then 2 times 1. So Ba is just 1. And then nitrogen is 1 times 2, so that will be 2. And O3 is 3 times 2, so that will be 6. So Ba is 137.33. Nitrogen is 14.01. And oxygen is 16. So remember guys, the values that we are using here are the values that are rounded off to 2 decimal places. So 137.33 times 1 is 137.33. Excuse me. 14.01 times 2 will give you 28.02. And 16 times 6 will give you 96. So let's add that all together. So it will become 137.33 plus 28.02 plus 96. So that will give us 261.35. So the answer is A, 261.35 grams per mole. Next, what is the molar mass of Na3P? So, Na, or sodium, has 3 atoms. So that will be 3 times, round off to 2 decimal places, 22.99. And P will be, only has 1 kasi wala siyang subscript. So that will be 1 times 30.97. So first thing we do, we multiply. So 3 times 22.99 will give us 68.97 plus 30.97. So 68.97 plus 30.97 gives us 99.94. So the answer is B, 99.94 grams per mole. I think this is the last question of part 1. So what is the molar mass of Al2 S013 plus my 3? So distribute again the subscript to the parentheses. So 3 times 4 and 3 times 2. So alam na natin na Al, or aluminum, has 2 atoms. Sulfur has 1 times 3, so that's 3. And oxygen has 4 times 3, so that's 12. So let's multiply. So aluminum has 2 times 26.98. Sulfur is 32.07. And oxygen is 12 times 16. So first, let's multiply the values. So aluminum is 2 times 26.98 will give us 53.96 plus sulfur, which will give us 3 multiplied by 32.07, which gives us 96.21. And then oxygen, which gives us 12 times 16, which is 192. So, last thing to do to find the molar mass, we add everything. So 192 plus 96.21 plus 53.96. That gives us 342.17 grams per mole. So the answer is C, 342.17 grams per mole. So tapos na tayo sa part 1. Can we move on to part 2? Move na tayo sa part 2, guys.
Yes po.
Okay. Guys, sino nagda-drawing sa whiteboard? Please don't. Ayan. Okay. Good. Okay. So, let's move on to part 2 of percent composition. So, let's start. Oh, oh. Wait, teka lang. May parang sound. Ayan, okay. Guys, sa tao na nagda-drawing sa whiteboard, paki-stop na kasi medyo mahirap. Thank you. Okay. So, let's start with percent composition. Oops. Oops. Wait. Yan. Something happened. Okay. So, move na tayo. So, what is the percent composition of each element in CuBr2? So, the first thing to do when we're finding percent composition, excuse me, is to find the molar mass. So, to identify how many atoms in an element are. So, same process. So, Cu has one atom, and Br has 2 atoms. So, kung na-base nyo sa periodic table na given sa mock exam nyo, Cu has a value of 63.55. This is rounded off to the nearest 2 decimal places. And Br has a value of 79.90. So let's multiply that. So 1 times 63.55 is, of course, 63.55. And, oops, calculator. So Br is 2 times 79.90, which will give us 159.8. So add that together. So magiging 159.8 plus 63.55, which gives us 223.35. So now we know in this compound, there is 159 grams worth of Br and 63.55 grams worth of Cu. So to find the percent composition, it is atomic weight over atomic mass multiplied by 100%. So let's start with Cu. So Cu has the atomic weight of 63.55. The atomic mass, or the total mass of the compound, is 223 times 0.35 times 100. And then we do that times 100 to find the percent. So that will give us an estimate of around, rounded off to 2 decimal places, 28.45%. Next, let's move on to Br. So the total atomic weight of Br in the whole compound is 159.8. Divide that by 223.35 and multiply that by 100%. That will give us 71.55%. And to check if your answer is correct, if you add these two percentages together, you will actually get 100%. So that's the answer to number 1. So the percent composition of Cu is 28.45%, and the percent composition of Br is 71.55%. Next, what is the percent composition of each element in NaOH? So first, let's identify how many atoms per element. So dahil wala silang subscripts, we can all assume that there's just one atom per element. So we're just going to do 1 times the atomic weight, which is 22.99, 1 times 16, and 1 times 1.01. So we're going to add 22.99 plus 16 plus 1.01, which will give us 40. So the atomic mass is 40 grams. So now, again, atomic weight over atomic mass times 100%. So let's do Na, which is 22.99% over atomic mass, which is 40, times 100%, and that will give us 57.48%. 57, not 54. So 57.48%. Next, let's do oxygen. So that will give us 16 over 40 multiplied by 100%. This gives us 40%. And lastly, we have hydrogen. So that will give us 1.01 over 40 times 100%. So that gives us around 2.5%. So if we add it up all together, so if we add all these percentages up together, we will get, so 57 plus 57.48% plus 40% plus 2.5%, we will get 99.98%. So roughly almost 100%. So as long as your answer is roughly near 100%, it is acceptable. So the percent composition of Na, or sodium, is 57.48%, oxygen is 40, and hydrogen is 2.5. Question 3. What is the percent composition of each element in KBr? So dahil wala silang subscript, we can assume now it's one atom per element. So K is 1 and Br is 1. Multiplied by the atomic weight. So the atomic weight of K or potassium is 39.1. And the atomic weight of Br is 79.90. Add that together for the molar mass and we will get 119. So same process, atomic mass over atomic weight multiplied by 100%. So we will get 39.1. This is for potassium or K. 39.1 over 119 times 100%. And that will give us roughly 32.86%, rounded off to the nearest 2 decimal places. And Br, or bromine, will give us 79.90 over 119 multiplied by 100%. That will give us roughly 67.14%. So potassium has a percent composition of 32.86% and 67.14%. Ma'am, pwede po ba kahit direct minus from 100% na lang? Actually, that's very tricky kasi 'di ba lahat yung mga percent compositions sometimes they don't automatically add up to 100%. Minsan 99.9, 99.98, 99.97. So mas safe kung ang gagawin mo ay the proper way. So may 10 minutes na lang tayo. So discuss this quickly. So K has 2, CR has 2, and O has 7. So 2 times 39.1 will give us 78.2. CR times 2 times 52, kasi yung atomic weight niya parang 51.99. So automatically round up to whole number. So that will give you 104. And O, 7 times 16 will give you 112. So that is, added all together, 294.2. So same process, K will be 78.2 over 294.2 times 100 will roughly give you 26.58%. CR is 104 divided by 294.2 times 100, and that will give you 35.35%. And oxygen is 112 divided by 294.2 times 100, and that will give you 38.07%. So potassium, 26.58%, CR, 35.35%, and oxygen, 38.07%. Last question. What is the percent composition of each element in N2 S2? So Let's do N and S. Oops. Uh, okay. So N has 2 atoms and sulfur has 2 atoms. So that will equal 28.02 for nitrogen and sulfur will equal 64.14. Add that together, that's 92.16 grams. So percent composition, N is atomic mass, so that's 92.16 times 100, and that will give you 30.40%. 30.40%. And sulfur, 64.14 over 92.16 multiplied by 100, that will give you 69.60%. So the percent composition of nitrogen is 30.40%, and the percent composition of sulfur is 69.60%. So those were the answers of our mock exam. So, kumusta yung mga scores nyo? Ano yung scores nyo, guys? Ilan ba yung tama nyo? Ilan ba yung mali nyo? Kasi kahit marami kayong mali, it's okay. Practice makes perfect. Okay. So, gets nyo ba kung paano makakuha ng molar mass pati percent composition? Gets nyo na? Basta maalala nyo yung formulas. So once again, percent composition is atomic weight over atomic mass multiplied by 100%, and molar mass is number of atoms times atomic weight. And then add everything together. You're welcome. Sa sets po, may given periodic table. I am actually not sure. Kasi may mga sabi na given, may mga sabi na wala. So, I'll have to check on that and make sure. I'll ask my seniors kung may given periodic table. Sana meron. So, you're welcome. So, any requests for next Zoom? Any requests? Science or math or English? Any preferred topics? Physics? Oh, okay. Physics. Biology. Ano pang YouTube channel? So, YouTube channel is PH Tutoring Academy. Oh, gas loss. Hindi pa. I was thinking about that. Gas loss could be helpful kasi dami niyang formulas. Cells, pwede. Biology, pwede. Mixture problems, wala pa. So, yeah. Thank you for your suggestions. I'll keep them in mind. So now, i-end ko na yung meeting, guys. So, salamat sa lahat ng umattend. Good job on the practice and keep studying and good luck for your sets. Thank you, guys.